And talking about Jammu and Kashmir, ladies and gentlemen, a big statement coming in from Union Minister Anurag Thakur. Now, while speaking in Jammu, he has said that the restoration of peace and statehood to Jammu and Kashmir is a priority of the Modi government. He has said that assembly elections are likely to be held in the next 8 months in Jammu and Kashmir. Listen in.
शांति हम लगातार बनाए रखना चाहते हैं और स्टेटहुड की बात इसलिए क्योंकि लोकतंत्र में भारतीय जनता पार्टी का विश्वास है। यहां पर पंच से लेकर सरपंच तक चुनने का काम भी हमारे समय हुआ, तो डीडीसी के चुनाव भी हमने ही करवाए और अब विधानसभा के चुनाव करवा के भी यहां पर अपनी विधानसभा, अपने विधायक और अपनी सरकार अगले 8-9 महीनों के अंदर बनकर तैयार हो जाएगा।
Right, and that is a big statement coming in from Union Minister Anurag Thakur, giving that time of 8 to 9 months where elections in Jammu and Kashmir are likely. I am joined by my colleague Tejinder Singh Sodhi on the broadcast. Tejinder, so after Home Minister Amit Shah's interview to a media outlet in Jammu and Kashmir talking about a plan in place to revoke the Armed Forces Special Powers Act, a big statement coming in from Union Minister Anurag Thakur, as many of the critics in the opposition camp primarily in Jammu and Kashmir have made this stringent demand that if everything is normal on the ground, why aren't state elections being held?
Indeed, Ayushman, this is a big statement which has come from the Union Minister Anurag Thakur, wherein he says that in next 8 to 9 months, elections would be held in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir and a new elected government would be in place. If you remember, when the Chief Election Commissioner held a press conference earlier this month, he also said that while all the political parties in Jammu and Kashmir were in favor of holding assembly elections and parliamentary elections together, but because of the security situation in the region and how the deployment of the paramilitary forces would be needed to ensure that security is provided to each one of the candidate, not only in the parliamentary election but also in the assembly election. So it was decided not to hold assembly and parliamentary elections in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir together. But he assured that the elections would be held well in time. If you also remember, Ayushman, when Union Home Minister Amit Shah was speaking at the Rising Bharat Summit of Network 18, he also said that while the Supreme Court has set a deadline that elections of the assembly in Jammu and Kashmir has to be held before September this year. So he said that elections would be held before September. So today, when Anurag Thakur made this statement that by next 8 to 9 months, the elected government would be in place in Jammu and Kashmir. So it is a sigh of relief for the political parties, especially the Kashmir-based political parties, be it a National Conference, be it PDP, and also the BJP leadership here in Jammu region. They all have been demanding that assembly elections should be held. They are long overdue in the Union Territory, now Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, because people here do feel that elected government should be put in place. The union, ever since Jammu and Kashmir was converted into a Union Territory, it has been under direct rule by the central government. But the people and the politicians here do feel that the time is ripe to hold assembly elections. The union government has time and again maintaining that there is normalcy in Jammu and Kashmir. So now Anurag Thakur reiterating that elected government would be in place in Jammu and Kashmir very soon. Yes.
Right. Thank you, Tejinder, for getting us that piece of breaking news. So when it comes to the situation with the Armed Forces Special Powers Act, Amit Shah there making it very clear that a plan is in place to revoke the Armed Forces Special Powers Act. And now Union Minister Anurag Thakur is saying that elections could take place in the Union Territory in the next 8 to 9 months. This is countering the offensive coming in from the opposition parties, primarily in the Kashmir Valley.